We'll start today's practice in Supta Baddha Konasana. The soles of our feet come to touch, our knees are wide. You can bring one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly. And just begin to tap into your breath here. Your inhale expanding your rib cage, inflating your lungs, and your exhale pressing all of the air away from you. And do that again. Big breath in. Deep breath out. And continue to cycle through your breath. Know that at any time during the practice, if you feel like you've lost your breath, you can come back. Come back to your intention to breathe deeply, to be still. Hug both of your knees up and into your chest and drop them over to the left. You can open your arms into a cactus and your gaze can fall right. If this cactus pose doesn't feel right in your arms, you can always extend to a full T. Bring both of your knees back in, drop them over to the right. Open your arms, cactus or T, gaze falls left. And this time roll over onto your left side and gently press yourself to a seated position, Baddha Konasana. The soles of your feet come to touch. Your knees are open. Maybe you take a diamond shape, bringing the soles of your feet farther away from you will help give you more space in the back of your legs. And reach your crown of the head forward into a forward fold. You can walk your hands out if that feels nice. Deep breaths in, long breaths out. Walk your hands back up to your hips so that they're resting on your thighs. On a breath in, reach your heart forward, arching your back. Exhale, press the air out, curling your chin into your chest. And breath in, reaches your heart forward, opens up your chest. Exhale, presses the air out and rounds your back. Take a few more of these on your own time. Just a different way to feel the motion of a cat-cow, if you're familiar with that in a yoga practice. Combining your breath and the motion of your body to move and flow as one. When you've evened out, come back to a neutral spine. Drop your right ear over to your right shoulder. And drop your left ear over to your left shoulder. Come back to center and drop your chin toward your chest. You can just stay here, or you can interlace your hands at the base of your neck. Not pulling your head closer to you, but simply helping gravity do its job. Gently release the bind. We'll make our way to a downward facing dog. Our hands pressing into the mat, our hips lifted. Take a breath in, breath out. And check in with your hands, making sure that your pointer fingers are facing the top of the mat and your thumbs are at a 90-degree angle, almost like two L's. Deep breath in, long breath out. And this helps us keep the pressure out of our wrists and in the meaty part of our palm. On a breath in, lift your heels, bend your knees, and step to the top of the mat. Lengthen your spine halfway, forward fold. Sweep your hands above you, extended mountain, hands through heart center, forward fold. Lift and lengthen halfway. Fold. And sweep your arms high. Hands through heart center, forward fold. Breath in lifts your spine halfway. Exhale, fold. Sweep your arms high. Hands through heart center, forward fold. Take a ragdoll pose, creating some more space between your 2 feet. You can grab opposite elbow with your hands. Shake your head out, yes. Shake your head out, no. These rhythmic motions in our body, these repetitive motions, that sun A action, sun salutations are what we call them, help us to create some space and move our breath through our body. And gently release, dropping your hands to the mat. Heel toe your feet back together. Sweep your arms high above your head. Chair pose. You can bring your hands to your heart center, pressing your thumb knuckles against your sternum, reminding you to stay open through the chest and shoulders. Continue to breathe in and out. Forward fold. Lift and lengthen halfway. Plant your hands, step your left foot to the back of the mat, reach your right arm high, low lunge twist. And drop your right hand, drop your left heel, warrior one. And set yourself up here, adjusting as necessary. You can heel toe your front foot out. You can step your back foot in a bit more to give yourself some more space in this pose. Your arms are reaching high, but your shoulders are soft down your back. There's a deep bend in your front leg. Breath in, breath out. Open up, warrior two. Feeling your arms reaching in opposite directions. Again, your shoulders stay soft, and there is strength through both of your legs. You can press into the outer edge of your left foot to give you a bit more stability. Breathing here. And cartwheel both of your hands to frame your right foot, standing splits. Your left heel lifts up toward the ceiling. If you need to bring blocks underneath your hands, or even books or another household item, you can do so. Otherwise, your hands can fall on the top of your right shin or on the floor. Forward fold at the top of your mat. Halfway lift, deep breath in, lengthens your spine. Exhale, fold. And sweep your arms above you, extended mountain, chair pose. Bringing your hands to your heart and coming back, settling in. Making sure that your hips are shifted back so much that you can see all 10 of your toes wiggling. Forward fold. Plant both of your hands, step your right foot to the back of the mat, breathe your left arm high, low lunge twist. Warrior one, arms lift, back heel drops to a 45-degree angle. Set yourself up for success here, modifying as necessary. I say this a lot in my yoga classes. We modify our practice to create flow, in whatever way that means. If our breath doesn't flow easily, if emotion does not feel right in our body, how can we adjust? Warrior two. Open your arms. Your heart faces the side of your mat. Breath in. Breath out. Sometimes it's harder to slow down, to feel everything there is to feel, rather than moving so fast and so furious through our days. Cartwheel both of your hands to frame your left foot, standing splits. Reach your right heel high, but your right hip shifts down toward the floor so that your hips are like two headlights, both facing the same direction. Completely in line with each other. Your right leg might not be as lifted, but you'll definitely feel this all throughout the back of your left leg. Take another breath in. Forward fold at the top of your mat. Halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Forward fold. Sweep your arms high above your head. Sink your hips, chair pose. Your hands are at your heart center. And notice if you're gripping your lips, the space between your eyebrows is furrowed, and can you let that go? Can you find a bit of softness and ease? Even in these moments where things feel tense or things feel difficult, take a breath in, sink your hips an inch lower. Twist to the right. Chair pose. Twist to the left. Chair. Forward fold. Lift and lengthen your spine. Step your left foot to the back of the mat. Crescent lunge. Both arms reach high. Hands come to your heart. Twist to the right. Warrior two. Blossom open. Arms reaching in opposite directions. Energy through your fingertips. The supported side angle, your right forearm comes to your thigh, left arm reaches up and over your head. Feeling the length through your left hand, the lift in your left tricep as it's reaching toward the ceiling. Your spine is long and energetic. Pressing your right forearm into your right leg can help twist you maybe just a bit deeper. Reverse your warrior, reaching your right hand behind you. Standing splits, cartwheel both of your hands to the mat or to blocks. Lift your left leg. Shake your head out, yes. Shake your head out, no. Continuing to breathe and sending some energy and love to the back of that right leg that's working so hard for you. Forward fold. Halfway lift and lengthen. Fold. Extended mountain, arms reach high. Chair pose. Sink your hips, bend your knees. Breath in. Breath out. Deep breath in. Twist to the right. Chair pose. Twist to the left. Chair. Forward fold. Lift and lengthen your spine. Plant your hands, step your right foot to the back of the mat, crescent lunge. Arms reach. You're high on the ball of your right foot. Bring your hands to your heart, twist to the left. Open up, warrior two. I'm finding a nice place to land here. So all of these twists serve to ring out the day, energetically releasing anything that's no longer working for us. When we tap into our core strength through these twisted motions, we're able to tone our abdominal muscles, but also tap into that place of power within us, the center of our being. Supported side angle, left forearm to your left thigh, right arm reaches up. Reverse warrior two, left arm reaches behind you. Standing splits, cartwheel both of your hands to frame your left foot, reach your right leg high. Shake your head here, yes and no. Coming back to your breath if you've lost it. Coming back to your intention for practicing if you've lost it. Forward fold. And take a really wide stance with your legs for another ragdoll, grabbing your elbows, letting your head reach toward the floor. Every inhale, lengthening your spine. Every exhale, sinking you a bit deeper. Heel toe your feet back together and slowly roll up to stand, one vertebra at a time, Tadasana. This is mountain pose. Your palms are open, your fingers are energetic. Now breathe your shoulders up to your ears like you're tensing every muscle in your upper half of your body. And then let that go. Let them fall down your back. Noticing the difference. Do that once more. Tense up your shoulders and the muscles in your face. Maybe you even bring your hands into fists. And then let it go. And feeling the opposite action, the release after the tension. Breath in. And breath out. Tree pose on the right side. Grounding your right foot into the mat. Reach your left foot somewhere along your leg. Anywhere but directly on the knee joint. If balance is something that you're working on and still cultivating, and a tree pose is not quite there for you today, have all 5 of your left toes on the mat and your left heel resting right at the ankle of your right foot. You're still working with that action of opening the hip on the left side. You can even bring your arms above your head for a more expressive version of this pose. Growth is growth no matter how small. Slowly release, shaking that out. We'll take tree pose on the left side, grounding your left foot into the mat. Bring your right foot somewhere along your left leg. And bringing your hands to your heart, near your midline, will help you with your center of gravity and sense of balance. Fix your gaze on something unmoving. This is your drishti, your focused gaze. Breath in, breath out. And slowly release, let that go, shaking it out. Bring your right knee up and into your chest, giving yourself a squeeze. Then holding onto our right knee with our left hand, open up your right arm for a side twist. Even if you need to hold on to something to keep you steady, and still explore the possibility of moving in a new way, opening in a new direction, something that might be new to you. Half moon, sweeping your right leg behind you, drop your left hand to the mat, opening up your right side body. Feeling the lift in your right fingers. Your right leg is energetic. There's a flex in your right foot, as if you're going to put a footprint on the wall behind you. Forward fold. And sweep your arms back above your head. Hands to heart center. We'll bring our left knee up and into our chest, giving ourselves a squeeze here. And then slowly, with focused attention, can you open your left arm? A nice spinal twist. Maybe your gaze even falls over your left fingertips. Half moon, sweep your left leg behind you, right hand drops to the mat, left arm reaches. Forward fold at the top of your mat. And this time slip your palms underneath the soles of your feet, taking a gorilla pose. Your big toes should be close to your wrists. If gorilla is not available to you, you can always take another ragdoll, grabbing for your elbows, or connect your hands somewhere along your legs. Make sure your neck is relaxed. Maybe you take a few head rolls here, or you sway left and right. finding something that feels nice in your body. Slowly release that bind and roll up to stand, reaching your arms above your head, chair pose. One last chair. And with your hands at your heart center, twist to the right. Chair pose, twist to the left. Chair pose, twist to the right again. We're almost there. Chair pose, one more twist to the left. Come back to center and bring your hips to the mat, hugging yourself into a ball on your back. You can rock left and right. Gentle massage for the low back here. And then keeping your right knee hugged into your chest, extend your left leg long onto the mat. Your left heel is gently resting on the floor. Your right knee is hugging up and in. You can stay here if this feels like a good enough stretch, or you can lengthen your right leg up toward the ceiling, clasping your hands behind your right thigh, or maybe even your right calf. Big breaths here, in and out, helping to oxygenate these muscles, which are so tight sometimes. Hug your knee back and into your chest, and drop your right knee over to the left side of your mat. Your left hand can rest on your right thigh, your right arm can open. Hug both of your knees back up and into your chest, and then extend your right leg long. Right heel resting on the mat, left knee hugging up and in. If your shoulders are soft and you feel like you have more room in this pose, extend your left leg long and clasp your hands behind your thigh or your calf. And breathing some space here. And creating some space where there might not have been space before. Noticing how this feels in your body. Hug your left knee into your chest, drop it over to the right side of your mat. It's okay if it floats. You can use your right hand to help support your left thigh as you open up your left arm. The idea here to simply deepen the twists that we've been working with throughout the practice. Hug both of your knees back into your chest, bringing your forehead to the tops of your knees, giving yourself a squeeze. We'll take a waterfall pose. So both of your legs lengthen and extend upward so that the soles of your feet are reaching toward the ceiling. Your hands can be soft at your sides, or you can bring one hand to your belly and one hand to your heart. Beginning to tap into our parasympathetic nervous system, slowing down our body, slowing down our thoughts, deepening our breath even more. Maybe find your mind wandering here. Come back to your breath. Gently bring both soles of your feet to the mat. Lift your hips, bridge pose. feeling an opening across the front of your body. Three breaths here. On your last breath, tuck your chin to your chest, slowly lower, rocking your knees left and right. We'll take another bridge pose, lifting your hips toward the ceiling. Two more breaths. Slowly lower, rock your hips left and right, dropping your knees. We'll take one final heart opener, back bend. This can be a bridge or a full wheel as in your practice. You can reach your hands up and over your head and press, finding your lift. We'll spend 5 breaths here. And slowly lower, hug your knees back up and into your chest, and let them fall open, Supta Baddha Konasana, right back where we started, soles of our feet together. One hand on your heart, the other on your belly. Noticing how the opening might feel different after just a bit of focused attention and breath. This time that you carved out for yourself, take a breath of gratitude in and let it all go.